Congratulations on the success of this program. Now, the gathering of entrepreneurs and stakeholders in Nigeria by the ministry to support local contents. What enabling environment is provided by your ministry to support businesses to be able to meet up to, the Executive Order 5, which is being inaugurated by the President?
First of all, I would like to thank the Honorable Minister and his team. Honestly, because this is a job well done. This creativity is something that is very new and is something that is showing that the ministry now is working. Because we are scientists, and whatever we produce in the lab, it's not many people that will know what we are producing. In the foreign countries, there is this kind of exhibition where people can come and see what is being obtained in the lab and as a product, so that they can invest their money. And the ideas that is there with the intellectuals, they can come and invest their money. But without this interaction, nobody will know what is going on in the laboratory. Nobody will know what is going on in the agencies that is under Ministry of Science and Technology. So this is a huge development, this is a welcome development, and this is something that we should be proud of. I have seen many people that have interest in research in this country, and we should not relent effort to do that continuously. And what we are doing now is translating into the economy, changing of this economy. The economy is going to be driven by science and technology. Any developed nation without science and technology is not a nation, because it is dependent upon science and technology to produce its product. But unfortunately, if it is not producing, it is still depending on other countries. So this is something that is making us to be confident that the country is having a brighter future. This is what is making us to be confident that we should be working hard to produce something that will be given to Nigerians, because there are people that can now propagate it, multiply it, and give it to Nigerians. And this is what is needed. I really am happy.
Yes, no doubt Nigerians, we have inventors as well as new young innovators. Now, can you tell us what the ministry is actually doing to preserve the local content from taking to flight? We have a lot of foreign firms buying over startups and all of that. Are there any ways that the ministry is ensuring that local content is preserved in Nigeria?
Yes, there is an agency that is saddled with that responsibility to protect the right. You register with whatever you produce, you register with it. And that is why the massive campaign to come into that agency to register your product, and that product will be patented. And when you have a patent certificate, nobody can have copyright. And this copyright is what we are looking for, to preserve, to protect our findings. And those that are not even in the ministry, I encourage to come forward to register with this. I'm sure the DG is there. He can talk to you more about that. But this is Nigeria, and this is what we stand for, and this is what we're supposed to continue doing to bring about science and technology. We have very talented people in the country, and these talented people are working hard in the laboratory. Unfortunately, when you go back, my background is university. When you go to the university, you see a lot of researches are kept on the shelf. And the Minister of Science and Technology now is saying, bring out those researches, come and present it to those people that want to invest, and let's see how, if we can put hand together and make that research something that Nigerian people can really appreciate and can work with and can produce better economy in the country.
Let's talk about funding now. Financing is one of the major challenges some of these projects are facing in terms of research and all of that. So, sir, can you tell us what are the efforts being made to ensure that funding, or how to attract investors into this whole project?
To be honest with you, that is one essence. Government, government can do more and can do better. But if you bring private investors, whatever comes out, they have share in it. And that is what we are calling on those people. When I spoke, you heard what I said. I said, you people can come and invest. We have technologies that we are developing. Now we have the bedrock. We want to develop the bedrock of vaccine. That is the vaccine technology. If we have it in the country, we can produce any kind of vaccine that we want. We have the drugs development technology. If we have that bedrock, we can leverage on it to produce many any more drugs. There are diseases that are peculiar to the country. Those diseases, nobody can come from outside to start bringing drugs for you, to start developing drugs for you. So we have the researchers, they are working. For example, Lassa fever, the malaria, we have already sprung into action. We are working on the malaria. That vaccine, we are working with World Health Organization and some other international organizations to come together and bring out something to the table so that Nigerians can now enjoy the science and technology of their sons and daughters. Because without us having this technology, look at what happened with this corona. Now corona came. Everybody, if you can produce the vaccine, you are safe. If you cannot produce, you are at the mercy of those countries that produce. So that is what we are saying. Come and invest. We have people that we dedicated. We have gone to the first stage, we have finished it. We have gone to the second stage. So we are looking for people to come and invest in the technology of vaccine. Not only vaccine, there are many more that we are doing in the area of environment, in the area of crop protection. In the environment, I think just recently we signed an MOU with the Rural Electrification Agency. This MOU is to bring out the biogas energy machine that we can produce to generate energy wherever there is no power holding company in that area, remote area. You use that biodigester to develop, to bring the electricity, or to bring the cooking gas to the local environment, so that they will now enjoy the benefit of science and technology in the country. What we are doing, what we have now currently, we are importing these digesters, we are importing these biogas generators, and we have the technology now. Fortunately enough, just last 2 weeks, we have now signed an MOU with Rural Electrification Agency. They will take it to the rural community to see that it's working, and to now start mass propagating it. We have done the proof of concept, everything, and now it is in the two agencies collaboration to develop further for mass production. So there are many more research that we are doing. The starter culture that I've shown here, we have the indigenous yeast, we have the indigenous microorganism that we can use for starter culture in the yogurt production, and many more. We rely on importation on this starter culture and many more of microorganisms. These ones that we produce are thermal resistant. You can have your tank outside the factory, and the sun will not damage any of the activity of your microorganism, because you know they are the active ingredient that facilitate the fermentation process and the yeast for bioethanol production. So all these things, if we rely on the foreign countries, their own is thermally unstable. You have to keep it low at lower temperature, but our own, because it is indigenous, it is found within Nigeria, is thermal resistant. So you can see the difference, and we want people to come and invest, not to rely always to be importing whatever is given from outside. So we are proud to show that we have many researches that we are bringing to the table, and we want people to come and invest. I'm happy that one of the 2 or 3 people, one from the banking sector and one in collaboration from banking with banking and private sector, they come and they say they want to invest in the products they have seen we have displayed there, and this is the output, this is the fruit of this interaction, and this is something that we are happy about.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much.